Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here and you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome to the channel. Of course, my name is Nick, and here we talk toys and pop culture of all kinds, and sometimes, just sometimes, we talk a little shit about other subjects. However, today what we're going to do is we are going to review another Mcfarlane Megafigure. I know how you guys love those because I definitely do. Todd McFarlane's killing it with the bigger figures he makes. The smaller DC Multiverse ones, I have a bunch of them. But man, I have a sweet spot for the Mega figures because they are just so amazing. And today I'm going to review one I picked up on my birthday toy hunt last week, and that is going to be the DC Multiverse Mega figure from Frankenstein. I don't know how much you guys know about Frankenstein. The comic was created in May 1948, not 38. He appeared in Detective Comics 135. He was created by Edward Hamilton and the Batman creator Bob Kane. And he's based upon the novel by Mary Shelley, of course, where they stitch together body parts and bring somebody back to life in an effort to play God. And Frankenstein's powers do include immortality and superhuman strength in these books. It's actually a really dynamic character, really pretty cool. He's been in a couple of different teams over the years. He's been in the Creature Commandos, the Seven Soldiers, SHAD, which is Shade, Justice League Dark, and the Justice League. Batman even took Frankenstein apart in a book in an attempt to bring Damian Wayne back to life when he passed away. So if you guys don't know a whole lot about Frankenstein, check out DC Comics and check out some of the stories. Excellent, excellent character. I'm sure you guys will love it. But enough about that and enough of me rattling on. Let's go ahead and punch in and review the damn thing.
Look, it's moving. It's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
Okay, guys, here we have the box for the DC Multiverse Mega figure of Frankenstein from Agents of Shade. It's by Mcfarlane Toys, of course, and it's going to have the standard DC Multiverse box treatment. If you look, there is a trading card inside. The bigger version of the art is on the back. Here's the stand. This figure actually does not need the stand, though. The boots on it are pretty squared up, and it does stand pretty level. I was able to pick him up at my local GameStop for around $39.99. I did have a birthday coupon and another coupon, so that dropped it down $10. So I was actually able to get it for $31, $32. You look down the side, of course, and again, it is very standard for a DC Multiverse figure. It does have the Mcfarlane Toys logo, the character name, of course, another Multiverse back here. You look up here, of course, it does have the 22 moving parts that McFarlane's known for. Mcfarlane Toys logo, killer character art, of course, on the back, like always. And if you look down here, it's got the social media things, stuff like that, hashtags. Over here, another DC Multiverse. And if you look at the back, or the side, rather, you'll see the Frankenstein from the Seven Soldiers of Victory. And we'll go ahead and flip this around so you can see the bottom. You look at the bottom, of course, it does have all the legalese you could ever want or ask for. I'll leave the barcode up like always so you guys can get that, so you can find one. And like always, I will leave a link in the description below so you guys can pick one up of your own should you want this guy. Alright guys, say of accessories, there's not much to talk about. He does come with this big fucking sword. And of course he does come with the stand, which he doesn't actually need. But the sword is pretty well painted, and it does look super huge and heavy like it does in the comics, so that's awesome. Let's get to the figure itself. Alright guys, here is Frankenstein's monster himself out of the box. As you can see, this head sculpt is an absolute feast. And I mean with the paint job, the textures, everything else, it's just a piece of art by itself. The hair is sculpted and dry brushed very well. You can see the individual staples and the blood coming from the head scar. It does have the head bolts. They're not neck bolts like the traditional Frankenstein, but I have seen those in different places on different versions of the character. You do have the scar over the mouth, the dark around the eyes, the yellowed out eyes. The coat itself is sleeveless, and it does feel like a leather, even though it is made out of the standard rubber Mcfarlane makes the capes out of. But it does have a lot of texture and dry brushing to it. It does have a military style shirt, like maybe a red coat shirt from the era of the Revolutionary War. You look down here and the jeans are another texture and dry brushing setup all their own. You go down here, and of course the boots are huge and they've squared off, and it enables him to stand without the use of the stand that comes with it. You go over here, and the skin on the arms is textured very well as well, and you can see the black stitching there. Let's talk about articulation here in just a moment. What I'll do also is I'll show you that the sword does attach to the coat. Let me get that to focus a bit better. It does have its own attachment system here. But let's move on to articulation. Now that we've seen the back of the character, I'll flip him back around. The head does rotate 360, rock side to side, look up and down. There's not a range of motion that's huge in it due to the size of the head and the collar. But you can get this guy into some pretty cool poses doing that. As you can see, I do have him head tilted here. The shoulders do have butterfly joints in them, so you can get them up and down. The arms do come out 90. They do rotate 360. It does have bicep swivel. It does have a single jointed elbow, and it does have wrist rotation and wrist rock. You come down here, and it is the standard Mcfarlane leg system. It does kick out and do the splits. It kicks forward close to 90, but not really. It does kick back a little. It does have single jointed knees here. Actually, I think those may be double jointed knees, but they are hidden very well by the pants. You come down here also, and the boot cut doesn't rotate far because of the shape of the boots. But you do get the ankle rock, ankle pivot, and you do get the toe rock on the figure. So this figure does clock in with about 22 points of articulation, but not really. But man, this is one of the better representations of Frankenstein's monster. As a horror fan, I love it, and as a DC fan, I really love it. Now here we're going to do a quick size comparison. As you can see, he's right there. Swamp Thing being one of the taller mega figures in the wave, Frankenstein comes in about second on that. Bane would come in third. Gorilla Grodd would come in fourth. And Mr. Freeze would come in last. So if you pan out, this is basically the size comparison here. He's not as tall as the tallest mega figure, but he's close. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and checking out the review on the DC Multiverse Mcfarlane Mega Figure for Frankenstein, Agent of Shade. Excellent figure, probably a solid 10 for me. I know a lot of people think Frankenstein is an obscure DC character, but honestly, I've been a Frankenstein fan since I was little. Not so much the comic character, just the stories and the novel and things of that nature, and just the sci-fi and the horror elements of it. Like I said last week, I'm going to go into actually collecting horror things more again. And I think I'm going to get a little more lax on just buying regular Marvel figures or G.I. Joe Classified, things like that. It's not that I hate those, or not that I have any dislike, or I'm throwing any shade in their direction. It's just the fact that I've always been a horror collector, and I feel like I've moved away from that, and it's time to actually get back to that. So we'll probably be reviewing more horror movie related things on this channel as time goes by. So again, guys, if you like the content you see, take the time to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post more. Also, leave a comment down below for me. Let me know you're watching the content. Let me know how much you like it. Let me know if I can change anything for you. Or let me know if you see anything in the background there that you would like reviewed. Guys, I love you all for doing that. You guys are amazing. You guys are epic, and you guys are staying on top of it. And again, for those of you who haven't, hit subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it means the world to me. So I'm going to go ahead, punch out, and I will see you later.